Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. It's the Green Bay Packers taking on the New York Giants.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Now a play fake. Lance to Boyle here over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Lance going to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, it's Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Lance. It's caught by Bryant. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 14. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Again to Bryant, and again it's caught. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Lance. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So now it's the Packers' turn to go on offense for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
On 1st down, Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith, his first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Smith now to throw. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this down to the 38. They'll try the air now with Smith. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd and long. It's Smith.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Lance now on 1st down.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And Lance now to throw.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A busy 1st quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Now Lance.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bishop. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he called it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive.
A last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Smith. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Smith. And that will be incomplete. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red.
Here's Lance. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Black. 95.
Lance now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Lance. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bishop. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And now they'll throw with Lance. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Smith. Here's Booker on the catch.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2, Smith. And he's got Booker.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Set, ready, clock 40.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Up the middle they go. Bishop. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The Smith's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Smith. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The end result, 21 yards.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers have taken the lead.
And boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And New York set to take the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Lance looking to throw it.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packers offense set to go.
They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Smith.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Operating from the gun, Lance. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room.
Smith on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Pearson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Smith. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wild card matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the second of our triple header here on Wild Card Sunday. We'll get back up to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wild card game. And it is the Atlanta Falcons who will continue on as they were able to knock off the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
On second down now, Ewing.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Back to throw, Smith. And he fires one, but incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. On second down, it's Bishop, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
On play action, Lance.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the gun on third down, Smith. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Ewing. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down now, Ewing. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Ewing. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off of play action, here's Smith. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And now out come the Giants. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
From the 22, Lance. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ready. Blue 32. Cut.
On 1st down, it's Bishop. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now a play fake. Lance. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bishop. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lance, throw left side, complete. That's Bishop.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On 2nd down, it's Bishop, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The Lance going to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bishop. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Eluding the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
York able to send this one through.
And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Pearson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lance. Flushed out right.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lance. Wide open receiver, complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
From midfield, here's Lance.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. To Boyle here over the middle. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know
This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Up the middle they go. Bishop. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
The Packers ready to take over offensively. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
After the interception, here's Smith. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. On 2nd and 9, Smith. He completes it to Wilson.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Smith now to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. Ewing. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Smith.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. They'll run on 1st down. Ewing. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's a give up the middle. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And now here in this situation, a field goal would still have them only up by 1 score, so I would think about going for it. Even if you don't get in, you put your defense in a really nice spot, making the offense go the long way to try and score.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is indeed good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16 to 10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And the Giants ready to come out now.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 23. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd down and 8.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
Looking to throw. Smith dancing to his left.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down now, Ewing, and he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 28. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Ewing, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Giants now down by 9. At time, a huge factor. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Now Lance.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Lance trying to urge his offense to go quickly. Lance
looking middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Lance looking to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Desperation time here. Lance. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And now the Packers get set to go. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
The Packers are moving on as we say thanks for watching and so long.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.